In this video, we will talk about another group of plant kingdom, that is gymnosperms. Gymno means naked, sperma means seeds. That means the plants belong to this group are not enclosed within the fruit wall. They bear naked seeds. These are the seeded plants without fruits. The ovules are not enclosed by the ovary wall and remain exposed both before and after fertilization. The seeds that develop post fertilization are not covered, naked. What are the main characteristic features of gymnosperm? Gymnosperms include medium-sized trees or the tall trees and shrubs. Sequoia, the common name is redwood tree, is one of the tallest tree species. Unlike bryophytes and pteridophytes, in gymnosperms, the male and female gametophytes do not have an independent free-living existence. The plants represent the diploid sporophytic phase in the life cycle. The plant body is differentiated into true root, stem, and leaves. The roots are generally tap roots. In Pinus, we find mycorrhiza, that is, the roots in some genera of Pinus have fungal association to form mycorrhiza. Mycorrhiza is the symbiotic association of the fungus and the root. It helps in the absorption of mineral and water. In case of cycas, small specialized roots are present, which is called coralloid root. Actually, coralloid roots are associated with nitrogen fixing bacteria, cyanobacteria. So, it helps the plant by providing nitrogen. Coralloid roots are irregular and they do not possess root hairs and root caps. The stems may be branched, may be unbranched. Unbranched gymnosperm, unbranched stem, example cycas, and the branched stem, example pinus, cedras, etc. In gymnosperm members, we find various types of leaves. Leaves may be simple or may be compound. In cycas, the pinnate leaves persist for a few years. In simple leaf, there is a single lamina which is usually entire, and in compound leaf, what we find? That is, the leaf incision of the lamina reaches up to the midrib or the petiole, due to which the lamina is divided into several small parts known as leaflets. In case of pinus, we find needle-like leaves, whereas in case of ginkgo biloba, we find fan-shaped leaf and it is bilobed. The leaves in gymnosperms are well adapted to withstand extremes of temperature, humidity, and wind. In conifers, the needle-like leaves reduce the surface area, but they are green in color. Therefore, main function is photosynthesis, and they possess thick cuticle and sunken stomata. This thick cuticle and sunken stomata also help to reduce water loss. Here, the shape of the tree also vary. In case of cycas, we find the structure is palm-like, but pinus, that is that represents coniferalis, and that is a conifer, that is the plant looks like a cone. Here the branches which develop from the base that are older and longer, and newly developed branches are smaller and shorter in size. Thus, overall it gives the shape of a cone. In case of pinus, we find mainly two types of leaves, scale leaves and the foliage leaves. The main shoot remain covered by scale leaves and the function is protection, whereas needle leaves that represents the foliage leaf that are green in color and main function is photosynthesis. In case of pinus, we find two types of shoots, long shoot and the dwarf shoot. Long shoot is of unlimited growth and the dwarf shoot is of limited growth, and at the tip of the dwarf shoot, foliage needle-like leaves develop. The members possess well-developed vascular tissue, that is xylem and phloem. Gymnosperms are heterosporous and produce small microspores and the larger megaspores. In our next video, we will study the reproductive structure, that is the male cone and the female cone, their fertilization.